images have a special role in a web page. They improve the page design and also the appearance. In this video, I will explain how you can embed an image in a web page. Actually, images are not inserted in a web page, rather they are linked to a web page. For this, we will use the IMG element. HTML IMG element creates a space in the web page for an image. It is an empty tag. That means it does not have a closing tag. Also, IMG is an inline element. That means if you add many images in your web page, they will appear side by side. The two most important, rather say the required attributes of IMG tag are src and alt. The src attribute specifies the path or URL to the image. Now, for the image which is located in the same folder as your current web page, you can simply type the image name in the double quotes, just like your image name. And don't forget to write the extension like dot the extension. And also you have to make sure that you type the correct spelling, otherwise your image will not appear on the web page and you will see a broken link icon only. So now let's see an example. So what we have here, we have 3 images here, and suppose, and it also located in the same folder as my current web page. So suppose I want to place this image in my web page. So to make that I am typing the correct spelling, I am going to copy this image's name. For this you have to right click on it, click on rename. The image name is highlighted and you also select the extension. Just copy it and place in your coding area. So the image name appear. Now let's see its output. So it is the output page. Now you can see the image appears. Okay, so let's move to the next required attribute, that is alt. The alt attribute, it provides an alternate text for your image. Like for many reasons, your image is not appearing in your browser. That maybe it is the poor internet connection, or there is an error in the src attribute, like you mistyped the name of the image. So in these reasons, any of the reasons your browser cannot find the image, then the browser will display the value of the alt attribute. So this value should clearly describe the image. For example, you can write the image name here. So I am once again copying the image name and place is just right here. Now my image spelling is correct. So when I am pressing F5, I am still seeing my image. But now make some little difference in the image name. Suppose I am deleting this MP. So for now, my image will not be visible in my web page. So my image is not visible and you can see a broken link icon with the value which I have mentioned in the alt attribute. So this is the purpose of alt attribute. So it is a very good practice to use this attribute. So now correct the spelling because I need that image in my web page. and you can see it once again, it appears. Okay, now some more talk about this src attribute. Suppose your image is located in a subfolder, just like my current file, my current web page is here, and I also have a subfolder in the same folder. So I want to use some of the images from here in my web page. So in this case, you have to mention the subfolder name in the src attribute. So like create another img tag. Now what was the subfolder name? It says babies, and I am once again I'm going to copy it because I don't want to make any spelling mistake. Then open the folder and copy any image name, just like I have done previously. So now place it, and I am using alt attribute, say baby. Let's save it, and now see the output. As I scroll down, you can see the image appears. This image is very large. As you can see, this image is very large. But as I said earlier, that img is inline element, and images, if you add multiple images, they will appear side by side. Now in this case, you can see the images does not appear side by side because the width of the image is large. So the next image appears at the bottom of the previous image. So you can also change the width of your image. Actually, this specification is a very good practice. Otherwise, the web page might flicker when large images are loading. So I am using the width attribute in both cases. So the values are always given in pixel. I am giving say 400, and also in this case I am giving the value of 400. So now let's see what happens. Now you can see both the images appear side by side because img is an inline element. Now you can also specify the height attribute to make the height similar. As you can see, the height of this image is larger than this image. So you can also use the height attribute to make their height similar. But in some cases, it is a good practice to use only the width attribute, because whenever you change the width, the height is also changed accordingly to the aspect ratio. But when you are using multiple images, you want to make all your images look similar. So now the height is changed, and you can see the width and height of both images are the same. Now let's see some more example. Let's say your image is located in a totally different server. It happens. Like in this case, you want to import images from this pictures folder. So it is a completely different location than your current web page. In such case, you have to provide the full path to the src attribute. So first let's create the image tag, and now from where you are going to get the full path, the address bar, click here and you will get the path. So you can copy it from here and you can paste it, and then you are going to copy the image name also. So copying the image name is a shortcut using which you can make your spelling right of the images. So the images does not appear. So you can also open the properties, and you can also, if your image does not appear by copying the path from here, you can right click, you can go to properties and you can copy the location from here. So both way you can do that. So now I am copying from that location. So now let's see. Now the image appears. So if the location copying from this address bar is not working, you can go to the properties and you can copy the location from here also. You can also add an image from the web address, any web address as well. Let's see that example. So for that, I am not specifying width, height or alt attribute anymore. So for that, go to Google search. If you want to add any picture, just click on it. The image appear here. Right click on the image and then click on copy image address. So click on copy image address, back to your code area and you just paste the address here. So I am not writing width and height and alt attribute anymore because I am just demonstrating from different locations you can use images. So let's reload the page and you can see I am adding an image from my Google search. So just right click, copy your image address and paste it in your code area, that is the SRC area, and your image will appear direct from the web page. So in these ways you can add image, you can change the width and height, and there is also CSS using which you can do more with your images, but that's for another videos, and for this video that's all.